Food is identical the world over. I can defend that thesis a million different ways. The most common way to approach how food is familiar and similar everywhere is to go back to the foods that are born of necessity. When you have a small hoofed animal, let's just say it's in the deer or antelope family, there are hundreds and hundreds of species all around the world. There's not a country on Earth that doesn't have several varieties of these species. Some have dozens and dozens. Think of just in Asia, just the hoofed deer antelopes alone, or southeastern Africa, same deal. When people hunted those animals, skin and bones obviously used for clothing, for tools, for jewelry, decoration, traded as money. But the meat and the organs had to be dealt with the same way. So whether you're in Iceland eating slaughter, or whether you're in tribal Africa eating injibwa, both of them are the same thing. It's an intestine stuffed with the blood and chopped up organs, cooked over an open fire or boiled. In other words, every country in the world has a blood sausage that contains the pluck, the heart, the lungs, the liver, the kidneys, because you had to deal with that right away. In the ancient world, there wasn't refrigeration. You could take meat, salt it, and put it in a cave where even in a tropical country, it's 48 degrees and high humidity. You're following me? And essentially you're curing meat. You could smoke it and cure it, right? You could put it like the Maasai do, surrounded by a eucalyptus type of plant, and it would preserve it for days at a time. There were lots of things that you could do with the meat, but the organs and blood had to be dealt with right away. Every country in the world has a dish that is essentially a braised stew of the offal. In the Philippines, it's dinuguan, but that dish is familiar to anyone who eats in a rustic or unfancy, unpretentious style. You can still go into jungle markets from Amazonian Brazil to northern Thailand and see identical foods that way. So there's a lot of, you can keep listing examples of foods that traditionally have been cooked the same way.